Do you remember the first time you watched Man About the House? When Robin moved in with Chrissy and Joe, it felt like anything could happen, and every episode delivered a good laugh. But what few people could have predicted is that by 2025, the entire cast would be gone. The stories behind their lives will show you just how heartbreaking their journeys really were. Youtha Joyce as Mildred Roper. Youtha Joyce, born on August 20th, 1927, took on the role of Mildred Roper, the sharp-tongued, outspoken yet deeply affectionate wife, when she was 46 in the sitcom Man About the House. Joyce's portrayal of Mildred became the heart of the sitcom, with her biting comebacks and brilliant chemistry with Brian Murphy turning her into a comedy icon of the 1970s. Before rising to fame, Joyce had already shone on the West End stage, but it was this role that catapulted her to stardom, eventually leading to the spin-off George and Mildred. However, Joyce's personal life was far from joyful. She married actor Glyn Edwards in 1956, but their marriage collapsed in 1968 after years of tension, leaving her increasingly isolated. Following the divorce, she fell into heavy drinking, a habit that worsened even as her career soared. Alcohol not only deteriorated her health, but also distanced her from friends and colleagues. Eventually, chronic liver failure took its toll, and Joyce died on August 24, 1980, at the age of 53, leaving behind a legendary sitcom legacy and a life marked by sorrow. Doug Fisher as Larry Simmons. Doug Fisher, born in 1941, took on the role of Larry Simmons, the cheeky, womanizing neighbor with a knack for stirring up trouble, when he was 32 in the sitcom Man About the House. Fisher's portrayal of Larry brought an explosive energy to the show, with bold humor and a carefree attitude that made him a memorable standout. After the sitcom, Fisher continued acting in All Creatures Great and Small and The Bill, but Larry remained the defining role of his career. In his personal life, Fisher married someone outside the entertainment industry and had 2 children. However, their marriage faced strains from his demanding schedule and financial struggles during the 1980s. It's believed Fisher wrestled with career-related stress, which led to unhealthy habits, including heavy smoking. His health declined seriously in the late 1990s, and a sudden heart attack ended his life. Fisher passed away on July 9, 2000 at the age of 59, leaving behind a memorable career but a somber ending. Roy Kinnear as Jerry. Roy Kinnear, born on January 8, 1934, took on the role of Jerry, the jovial, loud, and irresistibly charming man, when he was 40 in the sitcom Man About the House. Kinnear's portrayal of Jerry, though not a main role, shone thanks to his natural comedic talent, enriching the sitcom's world. He was also widely known for his roles in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and the Three Musketeers, establishing himself as one of Britain's most beloved comedic actors. Kinnear married actress Carmel Cryan in 1970, and they had 3 children, maintaining a happy marriage despite the pressures of his packed filming schedule. But tragedy struck during the filming of The Return of the Musketeers in 1988, when Kinnear fell from a horse. The accident caused serious injuries and led to a fatal heart attack. He died on September 20th, 1988, at the age of 54, leaving behind a grieving family and a brilliant but unfinished career. Colin McCormack as Bernard. Colin McCormack, born on December 2, 1941, took on the role of Bernard, the light-hearted supporting character with gentle humor, when he was 32 in the sitcom Man About the House. McCormack's portrayal of Bernard, though brief, left an impression with his natural acting style, bringing a refreshing energy to the ensemble cast. He continued his career with roles in Dixon of Dock Green and the BBC's The Winter's Tale, showcasing his range across comedy and drama. McCormack married actress Wendy Allnutt in 1968, and they had 2 children, sharing a long-lasting marriage despite facing financial struggles during the early years of his career. In his later years, he battled cancer, which quickly took a toll on his health. McCormack died on June 19, 2004, at the age of 62, leaving behind a respected artistic legacy. Michael Redfern as Mike. Michael Redfern, born on March 30, 1943, took on the role of Mike, the friendly, humorous supporting character, when he was 30 in the sitcom Man About the House. Although Mike wasn't a frequent presence, Redfern's charm and well-timed humor made his appearances stand out, adding flavor to the cast. After the sitcom, Redfern became a familiar face in British advertising, pitching everything from food to household products, thanks to his distinctive voice. He also continued taking small roles in shows like The New Avengers. He married a woman outside the entertainment world and had a son, but their marriage faced trouble in the 1990s, eventually leading to separation. During this period, rumors circulated about his heavy partying lifestyle during his peak years, which may have impacted his long-term health. Redfern died on July 29, 2022, at the age of 79, after a gradual decline brought on by aging, leaving behind a varied career that spanned both screen and commercials. Michael Segal as Jim. Michael Segal, born on November 1, 1924, took on the role of Jim, the subtle yet memorable supporting character, when he was 49 in the sitcom Man About the House. Segal's portrayal of Jim, though brief, stood out for its subtle performance that fit perfectly with the show's lighthearted tone. His career primarily revolved around supporting roles in Z-Cars and The Saint, where he showcased his versatility. Segal married a woman named Joan in the 1950s, and they shared a long-lasting marriage, although the financial pressures of freelance acting occasionally caused strain. His health declined in the 1990s, and he passed away in 1996 at the age of 72, leaving behind a modest but appreciated legacy in British television. Kenneth Watson as bank manager. Kenneth Watson, born on November 16, 1931, took on the role of bank manager, the composed, professional supporting character, when he was 42 in the sitcom Man About the House. Although brief, Watson's performance stood out for his composed demeanor, adding depth to the storyline. He went on to play roles in Doctor Who and Coronation Street, often cast as official figures, demonstrating his range. Watson married actress Joan Buck in 1960, and they had 2 children, enjoying a happy marriage despite his frequent absences for work. His health deteriorated in his later years, and he passed away on July 21, 1998, at the age of 66, leaving behind a respected career in television. John Carlin as barman. John Carlin, born on November 6, 1929, took on the role of barman, the cheerful bartender with a knack for comic moments, when he was 45 in the sitcom Man About the House. Although a minor role, Carlin's natural charm made viewers smile and enhanced the show's friendly vibe. He continued acting in supporting roles in The Sweeney and Minder, showcasing his adaptability. Carlin married a woman named Mary in the 1950s, and they had 3 children, maintaining a strong marriage despite financial struggles early in his career. Sadly, he passed away on November 19, 2017, at the age of 88, leaving behind a small but warm legacy. Paula Wilcox as Chrissy Plummer. Paula Wilcox, born on December 13, 1949, took on the role of Chrissy Plummer, the independent, slightly naive, yet utterly charming girl, when she was 24 in the sitcom Man About the House. Wilcox's Chrissy was the heart of the sitcom. Her humor and charm turned her into a 1970s icon. After the sitcom, she continued to shine in Coronation Street, Emmerdale, and stage productions, earning widespread praise. Wilcox married actor Derek Seaton in 1970, but their marriage ended tragically when Seaton died of cancer in 1979, leaving Wilcox devastated. She later remarried Nelson Riddle in 1991, and they built a happy life together. though she has spoken about the challenges of balancing career and personal life after such a painful loss. As of 2025, Wilcox is 76 and continues to enjoy a vibrant career and a stable life. Richard O'Sullivan as Robin Tripp. Richard O'Sullivan, born on May 7, 1944, took on the role of Robin Tripp, the charming, slightly clumsy young man, when he was 29 in the sitcom Man About the House. O'Sullivan's portrayal of Robin was the soul of the sitcom. His charisma turned him into a star. He followed it up with successes in Robin's Nest and Dick Turpin, solidifying his fame. In his personal life, O'Sullivan had a long-term relationship with actress Tessa Wyatt in the 1970s, and they had a son, Jamie. Though the relationship ended under the strain of career pressures and public attention, he never remarried and kept a low profile after retiring from acting. Some sources suggest O'Sullivan battled depression in the 1990s, though he never confirmed it. As of 2025, he is 81 and lives quietly, still remembered as a sitcom legend. Sally Thomsett as Jo. Sally Thomsett, born on April 3, 1950, took on the role of Jo, the free-spirited, quirky, yet incredibly lovable girl, when she was 23 in the sitcom Man About the House. Thomsett's portrayal of Jo brought freshness and humor to the show, making her a fan favorite. Before that, she gained fame in The Railway Children, earning a BAFTA nomination, and continued to appear in The Fenn Street Gang. Thomsett married businessman Nigel Newman in 1971, but the marriage ended in the 1980s due to lifestyle differences and career pressures. She later remarried Paul Agnew, and they had a daughter together, living happily. Thomsett has openly spoken about the challenges of being a single mother before finding stability again. As of 2025, Thomsett is 75 and still enjoying good health and a proud career. Brian Murphy as George Roper. Brian Murphy, born on September 25, 1932, took on the role of George Roper, the lovable but bumbling husband, when he was 41 in the sitcom Man About the House. Murphy's portrayal of George was a sitcom gem. His clumsiness endeared him to audiences everywhere. He went on to shine in George and Mildred and Benidorm, proving his enduring talent. Murphy married Carol Gibson in 1958, but the marriage ended in the 1980s due to personal tensions. He later married actress Linda Regan in 1995, and they've enjoyed a happy life together, often collaborating on stage projects. As of 2025, Murphy is 93 and remains a living legend of British television. Norman Eshley as Norman Tripp. Norman Eshley, born on May 30, 1945, took on the role of Norman Tripp, the endearingly awkward yet charming cousin of Robin, when he was 29 in the sitcom Man About the House. Though not a regular, Eshley's portrayal of Norman left a lasting impression with his witty chemistry that enriched the sitcom. He continued his career in The Professionals and New Tricks, showcasing his versatility. Eshley married actress Lynette Braid in 1969, but the marriage ended in the 1980s due to career pressures and personal differences. He later remarried and found happiness, though he has shared the difficulties of being a freelance actor, including financially unstable periods. As of 2025, Eshley is 80 and fondly remembered as part of the legacy of British sitcoms. Jenny Hanley as Liz. Jenny Hanley, born on August 15, 1947, took on the role of Liz, the charming supporting character with brief yet memorable comedic moments, when she was 26 in the sitcom Man About the House. In real life, she was the daughter of actress Dinah Sheridan and actor Jimmy Hanley, which gave her a significant advantage in entering the entertainment world. She gained recognition with her role in Scars of Dracula, 1970, and as a presenter on Magpie, 1974 to 1977. In her personal life, Hanley married Herbie Clark in 1980, and they had 2 children, But the marriage ended in 1997 due to irreconcilable differences and the pressures of her career. After the divorce, Hanley led a private life, focusing on raising her children and continuing her television work. As of 2025, Hanley is 78 and remains a beloved icon of 1970s British television. Though Man About the House gave us laughter and unforgettable moments, the real lives of its stars were far more fragile than the characters they played. Their stories may have ended, but the joy they brought lives on. Which character do you remember most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more timeless TV memories. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Goodbye.